Hello. So we're gonna start a new series because unfortunately I went to load the long drive and the game has corrupted, which isn't that disappointing. I was in a pretty bad predicament anyways, but disappointing nonetheless. You'd think by this point they'd have that fixed up for it wouldn't happen anymore. Every game's got its problems, but they should be fixed over time. So that's the one thing I'm going to say that's naughty about that game is there's still quite a few bugs in it. I think if you've seen any of my videos on the long drive, you've probably seen that. So I figured we'd start a quick game in my garage, which is kind of like an old girlfriend that you wanted to love, but you just couldn't because she kept on doing stupid things. That's how I'd describe this game in the best way I could think to describe it. I started a fresh game. They got rid of some of the errors, like the purple flash of a tree, which I appreciate. They're still updating the game, I get that. But we'll do some work and we'll talk about some of the stuff. Why I love and I hate this ex girlfriend of a game. First off, I really like this. I like the used car system, how they have two different types of used cars that you can get. You can get these cars or you can get the junkyard ones. The idea is pretty good. I don't know how much I can fix that. It's not worth that much in the end. Let's see this one. Let's do this one, see what we can get for it. I love refixing the cars in this game. It's a pretty fun thing to do, but there's only so much of it you can do before you're bored. It's my biggest issue with this game. And there's no real afterlife on it. So you fixed a couple cars, you upgraded your garage, it's like what now type thing. We're not running. Oh, there we go. Starting to wonder if it was gonna run. Probably gonna overheat on the way there. Just coast in a neutral. Oh, stopped a little fast. Good. How do we change our view again? There we go. Play too many games, I get confused on what's what. Well, let's see what can be fixed and what has to be scrapped, I suppose. Come on. It's just me, or do I seem awfully tall right now? Let's pop that hood open and see if we can fix the inside at the same time. No. Looks like it's effed. So the inside rail's broken, I would say. Hood's broken, all this is broken. That's alright. What about you? So it looks like it's all broken basically, so we're not going to be able to fix a lot of it. And we could take the time to rip it off and fix her up, but it's not really worth it to be honest. I find a lot of this game, you just do what's necessary, what you can get away with quickly, and then get moving on. You're just not going to make too much money trying to nitpick and do really good fixes on things. Unless it's your own vehicle, then you probably want to. Alright, let's get this over here. And then let's go get... carry something else just to carry it. Alright, my advice is always putty after you fix things. The reason is that, I don't know if it's a glitch or what. It's probably a glitch knowing these guys. But you can fix the rust on it with just one grind after. Usually anyways. Eh? And it's only on parts you can fix like that. So I usually do this first. And then if I'm going to do the paint, I don't know about you guys, but that's what I do. Save time and money. As far as that damage goes back, it looks like it stops at the front panel anyways. Come on, where is it? There's one final spot. It's just not accepting it. There we go. So that's a little damaged. I think that's it. I think we're good. So let's look, and so it should just be the rust in the one spot. Let's get our jack. I always jack it up when I'm doing the rust, and there's a reason why. It just makes it faster and easier if you guys are playing. I play this every once in a while when I get bored. I don't know. I take a break from my own games. I find it weird when I constantly play my own games. I like to play other things for inspiration and stuff like that, and I test my own game constantly, so it's good to take a break sometimes. Alright, so I come from underneath and just do that, get rid of all the edges of rust. Oh, I'm having such a hard time right now. Guessing the jack's in the way. Something like that. And when you think you've got all the rest, do a little more because you never have it all. It goes really deep, I guess. And then go from the inside. Just go up above it right here too. Okay, we should just so it have it all. Oh, now we're gonna jump inside and do it from the. Oh, there's a bunch here. Alright, you seen it kind of disappear. That should be it. But we're just going to touch the inside edges and stuff, because after you make it disappear, you just got to like get a little bit of it on each edge, and then it should just kind of get rid of it all. Still a little more somewhere. Well, there's a bunch there. I thought there would have been more rust for this thing. Quite a bit of rust on it. It didn't disappear, so I guess we didn't get rid of enough of it. There's like a threshold, and once you get like a certain amount, it usually kind of just... Oh, I think it went there. The value didn't go up, but we'll see. Alright, we'll do the last little bit of this rust on the other side, and this car should be good to get painted, and we'll get rid of it, and hopefully we'll make a couple K off of it. I think we spent just over 5,500 on it, so it was like 5,700 or something, or 56 something. Something like that anyways, don't really matter too much. Just do the same thing, we just jack it up for me and make sure we get all this under rust. Just like that. Okay. And we'll get rid of the rest of it. Usually get to the point where I get a couple cars like basically fixed right up, and then I kind of get frustrated with this game because I'm just like, well, what do you even do now? Once you get your expanded garage, and I really wish they would have did a few different things with this game, but they just wouldn't want to listen to anybody that was saying anything. I watched all the people, and they were like, why don't you do this and why don't you do that, and they were like, no. It's a shame though, because it's really well thought out game. It's just there's no overall point to it is the only thing. Alright, so it's worth 7,300 unless we paint it now. 55, 21, 59. Oh, I forget already. I got the worst memory. 55, 21. 55, 21. 59, I think the last one was. Pretty sure. Let's hope so, though. It's not a bad color. It's almost queen fish purple. Just tidy up the paint a little bit. And boom. What we got now? Pretty good anyways. We made 3K off it so far and it only took a couple minutes. What, 20 minutes or so. What's not painted? Oh, you know what it is? Bitch, it's this. Go around, douse the thing with friggin' paint. Take your paint, you fool. Oh, it says 9K now. All right, let's sell it. So obviously we make quite a few dollars off that. 3,500. Seems pretty easy, pretty fast. Maybe we'll go pick up something at the junkyard real quick, and then we'll end the video. It's too bad about the long drive. Really frustrating when you get so far into your game and it just randomly corrupts on you. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got? Sometimes you can get a really good deal at the junkyard, but I've noticed some of the prices on the cars aren't even, like, you get home and you fix all the rust and it's worth what you paid for it. So you need to be careful what you buy and what you pay for it. That's a really good price for a Bart. Even in bad shape, I'm sure we could fix it up and make our money back. That one's a little... that's actually a pretty good price. We might come back for that. We might go move some cars at home and come back and pick that up real quick and then end the video. Maybe we'll use the money that we get from the Bart to fix up the other car. And we'll make a lad out of the 2 lads that we got. Got one already, and I'll go pick up the other one. E-brake's off. You just make sure the e-brake's off, and you can usually push it a bit. Something like that. And maybe we'll take this one because it looks like the body is pretty much undamaged. We'll double check once we get a chance, but it looks undamaged anyways. Okay, make sure your e-brake's off before you try to push it. These bigger cars, you sometimes got to take a run at them, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me move it. Just one tire and there's not much air in it, so I could try to pump up the tire and it might move, but it probably won't. Let's try though. We're triers. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Depends what's dragging on the ground, I think. Did a pretty good job on the physics in this game. It makes a lot of sense for the most part. Something like that. Throw our pump in. That's not going to move for me, I don't think, though. Oh, it is. It's moving. Okay, that was worth it. Good call. Alright. Let's take your Hoos and douse her down. It's a really cool color, too. It's too bad we didn't keep this one. Maybe we will. We'll see what we get for the other ones and what we can get for the value of this. There's some damage to the body on this one, too. So we might be able to fix that up and make a bit of money that way, too. So you can see the damage there. Hopefully it's fixable, though. Make sure we get the undersides and... all that. We'll reach in and spray the other door. I usually do that from one side and then I go around and do it from the other side to clean the inside. Should be good. Maybe before we do anything, we'll go pick up that other car. Before we forget about it, night rolls around and we lose it. It's weird, the color on that trunk looks the same as that other car. Should be looking for other parts too, but... Like a bunch of motorcycle parts. I don't know, I haven't messed with the motorcycle yet. Pretty unimpressed with it. It really just doesn't even fit. Like, just like they just randomly put things in this game. I don't know, maybe you guys disagree. And that's fine too. That's just my opinion. Alright, so let's get this one car fixed up and then we'll get it out of the way. So far, so good. Oh. Looks like it's not all going to repair, but we'll repair what we can. Looks like there's some damage at the back too, oddly enough. I didn't see that coming. Alright, well, it looks like we got it all anyways, or all the damage that we can fix. So, maybe actually, let's just take a double check, because sometimes there's some in the trunk of these guys, and then sometimes there's some underneath of them too. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we got it all. Let's say we did. So next thing we probably want to do is let's go find our wrench. Grab an extra tool while we're back here and just put it on the shelf just to make things easier. Alright, damaged parts. Probably just going to want to remove them if we can. Like this hood is damaged and rusted, so I'm going to pull it off. This will be worth more off than it'll be worth on at this point because it's broken. If it's rusted, I guarantee that every time, but if it's not rusted, it may remove some value. But if it is rusted, then yeah, just get rid of it. Probably could have pulled the trim off that, but I'm pretty sure it would have been wrecked. Value went up just a little bit, so let's look around and see if there's anything else we can do. Let's try. Just making sure. Let's repair any part that needs to be repaired. Probably gonna run out of filler pretty soon. Yeah, we're out. Whenever I buy stuff, I usually buy 2 of them just to save time coming back and over and over. Just try not to drop it on your way. Perfect. So there's some sort of damage here, which is good because then it'll make fixing the rust on this car be a lot easier. Unfortunately, it seems like there's quite a bit of damage to this car. Another thing is the more expensive the car is, the more worth it is to paint it usually. And the Chad and this car have over 20k value, so they're almost always worth it to fix the paint. The cheaper cars like the Lad aren't really that worth it. You might make $1,000, where these ones you're going to make a couple K every time. Still filler in here, just making sure that we're not out. Looks like we've done everything we can that way. And I always suggest doing it in that order. It seems to make the most sense when you can get rid of the rust so easily on the parts you repair. Again, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I feel like it's a glitch in the game, but either way, I'll exploit it because it makes work easier and faster. Just looking for rust on the inside of the door. I don't see any. And it's just a little cheat I use sometimes for I don't have to always pop off the part. So that seems pretty good now. I'm gonna have to jack up the car, and since there's nowhere to jack it up from, oh, there's a front bumper actually. I'll go get a second jack. Just to give us an edge to get under to jack it up on the one side, we'll do that. Times when there's no tires on them, it makes it pretty hard. Oh, come on, I bought it. I buy a second wrench too while I'm over here, because I always lose my wrench. Just end up throwing tools everywhere and then they're scattered. Try to lift by the engine, maybe. It's not lifting very... Oh. I think it's slipped out at this point. Oh, come on. So let's just try to pop it under. Good enough. Just so we're able to get to the bottom of the rust. Otherwise it won't clean it when you go to clean it. There we go. I think it'd disappear for us, but it's not. I'm not seeing some of it. Well, I've already improved the value quite a bit. I don't know if there's still rust there and I just can't see it, but for now we'll move on and see if we can get rid of more of it. Sometimes this game does that, and you'll literally get rid of all the rust in that area, and then I guess it'll be deeper than you can see for some reason. Nope, that's all of it. So we are down to 2-star coloring condition. So we will redo the color. BODO30. BODO. BODO. And then we'll end the video. B0 D0. Ah, frick, what was the last one? I can't remember. Let's go look. Don't want to get the wrong paint color. 30. DO30. You think I would have remembered that one, but I don't. Alright. We'll get 2, but probably only need 1. Kind of like the color though. Maybe we'll keep it around for reference for our own cars later. Alright, let's get this topped up a little bit. And the value should go up to around 10K, I'm gonna guess, but it's hard to say for sure. I'm not doing a great job painting, so it might not. Looks like we're good. I don't think I missed anything. Yep, 9K, almost 10K. Pretty quick, pretty easy money. We're up to 15K, and now we've got 2 cars. So we will push this one into the garage. It does have a little bit of damage to the back, it turns out. Just spotted it now. Really like the color on it though. Really cool color. And I was kind of wondering what you guys thought. What do you think about the jobs on this game? I really wasn't too big of a fan. I didn't think they really thought that aspect out too well. I have issues figuring out what the customer even wants, and then you do what you think that they would need, and then it doesn't seem to be right. I don't know. Maybe you guys have no problem with it at all, so tell me what you think. Kind of curious. Alright, maybe we'll end it there, and we'll come back and we'll finish fixing up our car. We'll do some painting, maybe. Stuff like that, and see how that goes. And just keep going from there. But I hope you guys had a good time watching. Make sure you thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'm sure I'll have another video coming out soon on either this or something. Anyways, I don't know if we'll keep going with this. We'll see if this is popular or not. If not, we'll find something else that's fun. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.